Copenhagen is the perfect city for a fun city break. In a few other cities, you will find such a combination of modern architecture and historic buildings. Copenhagen is a colorful city where you can enjoy a fun weekend getaway. Just think of the excellent restaurants and sites such as Nyhavn, the Little Mermaid, and the Amalienborg. In addition, you can also enjoy shopping in Copenhagen. Check out what you should definitely do in Copenhagen. The Torve Halerne. The Torve Halerne is one of the city's most famous food markets. It consists of two large halls full of delicious food. Besides bars where you can eat something, there are also a lot of specialty shops where you can taste, for example, the famous Danish licorice lakrids. I recommend that you also try the Danish smørrebrød. This is a kind of rye bread with delicious fresh fish or some other topping. Stroget. Stroget, located in the center of Copenhagen, is actually the longest car-free shopping street in all of Europe. You will find a lot of typical Scandinavian stores here, in addition to the well-known chains, for affordable Scandinavian interior items, goodies, and other gadgets. Så sterne grene comes highly recommended. RUNDETAARN. One of the best views of the city is from the RUNDETAARN. To enjoy the view, you need hardly climb any stairs. In fact, there is a spiral-shaped path 200 meters long that goes all the way up. In the past, important guests were even brought up by horse and carriage. Nowadays, you still have to climb one small staircase to get to the viewpoint. The tower also houses the oldest observatory in Europe, but unfortunately, it is not open to the public. About halfway up, however, there is a nice exhibition room. Nyhavn. Nyhavn is the place that appears on just about every postcard or brochure of Copenhagen. I expected to find mostly very touristy, but I actually found this colorful harbor a real picture to see. All the colorful facades made me happy, and the oldest house there is number 9. This is well-preserved building was built in 1681. Christianshavn and Christiania. When you cross the bridge near Nyhavn, you come to a number of islets connected by bridges. The municipality is working hard to further refurbish these islets, alternating old buildings with modern structures. You can take a nice stroll through the Christianshavn district. If you walk a little further, you will enter the free city Christiania. This is a self-proclaimed semi-independent society in Copenhagen with their own rules. Many creative hippies and free spirits mostly live here. Taking photos in Christiania is not appreciated, but you can stroll around for a while to admire the special graffiti artwork, for example. For Frelsers Kirke. This neighborhood is also home to the impressive Redeemer's Church. This church is best known for its unique spiral spire. Would you like to climb the 400 steps of the Redeemer's Church and enjoy an amazing 360 degrees view of Copenhagen? Order your admission ticket online in advance so you can skip the queue on the spot. Your ticket is valid the entire day of booking, so you don't need to reserve a time. Sankt Peders Bageri. You really can't leave Copenhagen without having tasted Sankt Peders Bageri's famous cinnamon rolls. This bakery was founded in 1652, making it the oldest bakery in all of Copenhagen. In addition to their delicious cinnamon rolls, you will also find a variety of croissants, cakes, muffins, and special breads. Christiansborg Slot. Christiansborg Slot is a beautiful and large palace in the center of Copenhagen. The royal family used to live here, but after the palace burned down completely, they temporarily moved to Amalienborg. This eventually pleased them so much that they ceded Christiansborg. Today, therefore, the building houses the Danish Parliament, Supreme Court, and Prime Minister's office. The reception hall and royal stables are still occasionally used by the Danish royal house. Would you like to take a look inside this special castle? Then you're in luck. The ruins under the palace and the royal reception rooms, kitchen, and stables are open to the public. We recommend you book your tickets online in advance if you want to see the inside of the castle. Rosenborg Castle and the King's Garden. Rosenborg Castle is a very beautiful historic castle more than 400 years old. It is located in the beautiful King's Garden, where you can have a lovely picnic in the summer. I found these gardens overlooking the castle to be one of the most beautiful places in the city. It is also possible to see the inside of the castle. Among other things, you can then admire the crown jewels of Denmark. Amalienborg. Amalienborg is where Denmark's royal family lives today. Amalienborg is a place complex that consists of no less than 4 different palaces. Each family of the royal family has its own home. Through underground corridors, they can visit each other without the people seeing. By the way, the Danish royal family is quite normal, and you will also easily see the crown prince taking his children to school on his cargo bike. Vesterbro. Vesterbro, also known as Kongens Enghave, is a hip and up-and-coming neighborhood near the city center. Here you will find many trendy restaurants and unusual street art. It is a nice neighborhood to walk around for a while. The Little Mermaid. The Little Mermaid is for many people the icon of Copenhagen. This world-famous statue is a tribute to the fairy tale by Danish author Hans Christian Andersen. As you have probably heard or read, the statue is quite disappointing in real life and is a lot smaller than many people expect. Still, viewing The Little Mermaid is something you should actually do in Copenhagen. Kastellet. The former Citadel Kastellet is one of the most special places in Copenhagen. Originally built in 1662 by order of Frederick III, the old fortress is one of the best preserved fortifications in Northern Europe. Especially from the air, the estate is spectacular. Churchill Park. Churchill Park is close to the Little Mermaid and Kastellet, so you can easily combine the 3 during your visit. The park is especially popular with walkers and joggers, and it is also a great place for photographers. Notable in the park is the Gefjon fountain that refers to the mythical Scandinavian goddess Gefjon. Tivoli Gardens. Tivoli is one of the oldest and most famous amusement parks in the world. Walt Disney was even inspired by Tivoli to build the first Disney park. The amusement park was built on the outskirts of the city in 1843. Because Copenhagen has grown so much since then, Tivoli is now located in the middle of the city between the Town Hall Square and Central Station. National Museum. The National Museum provides a fascinating overview of the history of Denmark and Danes. To make it fun for children as well, there is a special section where you can dress up and imagine themselves as Viking captain and princess. The Carlsberg Brewery. A fun ending to your trip is a visit to Carlsberg is a trip to where Carlsberg was founded in 1847 by J.C. Jacobsen Carlsberg. The tour takes you through the historic brewery, as well as the fascinating story of Carlsberg's success and how Carlsberg grew from local brewery to the global beer brand. Copenhagen is a beautiful, colorful, hippie city that is definitely worth a visit. To see everything at your leisure, I would definitely spend 2 days in the city. I hope you have a great city trip through my tips. And don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the next trip.